Samba time, baby. Bossa and the samba are so close. Most of us don't know the difference. But what I'm going to do today is the samba with the Afro-Cuban. That's right.
power glove. It's so bad. I love the power glove. It's so bad. I love the power glove. It's so bad.
Check. Check. I wonder why my gate isn't clipping out room noise. Maybe I gotta adjust that at some point. Loud and clear. Thank you. Now, I don't think I pre-warmed the scenes, but let's see if this works out. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Hello. How's everybody doing? Friction, fiction, fraction, and faction. All very different things indeed. Hey, Wes. How you doing? How's everybody doing? Everybody equipped with a beverage? Got this cup of tea here. Flip my shoulder inside out to drink it. How's the mouse? It is a fine day here where I am. It's sunshiny, and it's the time of year where, even though it's 7 p.m., the sun is still relatively high in the sky. And it's nice. It's good. You'll get a snack. Ooh, what you gonna get? What kind of snack do you got queued up? Lots of stuff happening here. I think I mentioned last time, but the side of my house is covered in rotten shingles that need to come off. Sunset is 9 p.m. Oh, wow, yeah. Hey, Ms. Roy. When I was in Sweden It was much farther north than I'm used to. And yeah, like 11 p.m., midnight, still like a glow in the sky. Muted? Am I muted? I hope I'm not muted. Okay, good. Kingdom Hearts. I am not. Good. Thank you. You're muted. Oh, you're feeling muted. You are muted? Yes, me. My good-for-nothing rotten shingles and also bugs in my walls. All right. Let's do some La-Mulana-ing. I hope everybody had a good weekend. Oh yeah, I guess I should start mentioning more regularly. I'm going to be at SGDQ. If you want to hang out, let me know. High five a little bit. All right, Mir, what'd you get? What's your snack? I spent a little bit of time. Actually, I spent a fair amount of time today. Ice cream. Wow, that is a high quality snack. In the like Commander Keen hierarchy of pickups, I feel like ice cream is probably pretty high, at least mid to high, right? Let's see what I got in my... Yeah, so I made a duplicate. You can't really see it here unless I scooch this out of the way momentarily. La-Mulana 2 Endgame. So we've got a trimmed down version of our La-Mulana notes that's just, I think, hopefully, the juicy bits that we need to finish the game. So I sort of consolidated a little bit of lore, went through the list of the children, and realized I think the one dissonance we're missing is the Aeneid Amarna ones. Not sure about that, but I'm pretty sure the Vanir and the Aesir were Vritra. Typhon was the computer that the Olympians let their society crumble at the feet of. The giants were Sakit. I mean, I assume, I don't know if I got told that explicitly, but I'm pretty sure the dissonance that I collected there was the dissonance of the Abuto Sakit scenario. Hey, Makan. God, I love that Snom emote. So good. And the Anunnaki said, or I think we read somewhere that the dissonance of the Anunnaki was the dissonance of the first children. Seapuff, well, happy to see you. Welcome back. So I think we're missing this stuff. So maybe we should be talking to Set at some point, because Set is sort of a non-starter so far. Set is just like a character that we've run into and is mean and tries to electrocute us. Yeah, my partner really likes Snom, and so I have painted a Snom and commissioned a Snom before. So I know Snom. I know Pikachu. I know Charizard. No, I know a handful of Pokemon. Yeah, I can dig up the Snom painting. I don't know where it is right now. I think it's downstairs in my living room. I'll get a picture at some point. See, now that's a Pikachu and a is that a Raichu? Is that the big Pikachu is called a Raichu? Is that right? I was walking through the park the other day, and there were some kids that were like, I'm bad at assessing the ages of kids, but I think they were like just past toddler, and they were like 100% talking about Pokemon and the various types they were. Which was heartwarming. Yeah, somewhere between the ages of 2 and 200. You're not going to write you a love song. Hey, Doric. I hope your girlfriend visit Zome is going well. I hope everything is lovely there for all of you. I don't know. It was there were the sort of kids where, I don't know, you just sort of like a conversation might end and you just stare into the distance and bumble around because you thought about something else or you heard a sound like this. The real like, I'm just starting to get used to holding conversations sort of age. I assume that's like just post-toddler. I'm not sure. It's been going awesome. That's great. I'm glad you're getting some good downtime. Okay, so yeah, we're going to maybe pay a visit to Set. Scarfadin. Yeah, some children were talking about Pokemon. Phobos. I think I pared down all of Phobos's bits of information and got it down to what I think are the last relevant things, which is the Nemean fur, some bits about Anufen and Heimdall, and maybe some facts about the gates in the underworld that I think we've got a handle on, but I want to keep all that stuff intact. Malbrook also has a note about hell that I'm keeping track of. I feel like my instinct, because I'll back it up a sec. Last time, the consensus or the vibe that I got was that the next step for me, not in terms of mechanical progress, but in sort of like mindy mind progress, was notes related. It's not bubble around. It's not look at the map. It's look at your notes. And the Alfair Sirius's prophecy is like something that I have just sort of like put on the back burner intentionally for a long time. And I feel like maybe that's like the biggest, open wound in the notes right now. And so maybe that's what we need to do. Hey, Grits. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Do you have a Pokemon emote? No, I don't think that's a Pokemon emote. This is just a little guy. So, yeah, maybe Alpharis. And so the first thing I'm going to try, I think, is yelling at the tablets. Like, I can't believe that I didn't do that, but maybe that's the next first step, because I'm like, oh, we need to collect these. They're ordered, they're in parts, and they gave us information, which normally when you get like, thou must shout moon, you don't shout moon right then and there. You have to take that somewhere else. But maybe we need to shout in front of the tablets. I don't know. It's a purple cat. Okay. Are those built-in ones? Right, so we got a bunch of stuff from the Alfair Sirius's prophecy that we got to take a look at. Roots, I didn't find anything in. I'm really worried that the Trickster of Yggdrasil is still relevant somehow, like is still in play. And I thought for a second that it was, because I saw something about like doomed to eternal prison, but it was actually eternal poison. And that's the dripping thing. So like maybe, I think Freya talks about the Trickster at some point. And like Freya is still relevant at this point. So I don't know. Okay. Yeah. Divine Fortress, Wolf, Fenrir. This is talking about hell, so we're going to hang on to this. The various maiden custodians. Child's heart sleeps in the spiral boat. Still don't know what that's about. Freya gives us a whole pile of information about the Beharit and Jotun and the Sky People that I think is maybe still relevant. And yeah, a few miscellaneous notes there. Yama, I'm pretty sure we're done with. Oh yeah, this snake symbol here. I wonder if this is important, because this is the location that we found the 9 gate in Hall of Malice of the Gygas. And I don't recognize this symbol. Like, is this important? Is this related to what's on the other side of it, like the boat. I'm not sure, but I've seen this symbol in one or two places, and I want to know what it's about. Hey, Bohemy, how you doing? Gate of the Dead, right? So if the dissonance we're looking for is indeed related to the Aeneid and the Amarna, then maybe we should be going to Gate of the Dead a little bit, talking to some more people. That being said, there's plenty of circumstances where the dissonance that we're looking for is located in a wildly different area. Like, I actually suspect that the dissonance we're looking for is in prison, in the eternal prison. I think it's held by hell, just because we asked someone in eternal prison about it, and they were like, I don't know about dissonance, but if you're talking about like pure unadulterated malice, that chick over there, she's got it in spades. So I think maybe that's the deal. But yeah, we can still go back to Gate of the Dead at some point. You're great. I'm doing pretty well. I'm caffeinated. It's a sunshiny day, and I get to play La-Mulana. Maybe if I'm lucky, I'll actually make some progress. DLT Zone, Ratatasker. That's so awesome, Bomi. I can't wait to see it. Where does hell store her malice? Malice is stored in the hell. BLT Zone? McDLT, sorry. BLT. Yeah. So anything that I left here, I was like, this is not definitely done, so I'm going to leave it here. Look, Apollo united by Indra. Indra's still an outlier. Maybe we should go pay a visit to Indra. I guess I should, yeah. What did I... Oh, I went... I'm in the, like... Well, again, I don't want to spoil areas, but I'm in a wet area in Mina that's sort of to the southwest, I guess. You quit Snorble about mice. Yeah. Some good tracks in there for sure. Okay. Cool. I'm excited to get back to it. Pangu. This is... Oh, that's an Ancient Chaos. Okay. Hall of Malice has some notes. Cirrus's Prophecy. Final Battle. Dark Starlord's Mausoleum. Takamagahara Shrine. Typhon the Computer Machine, I think we're done with. And then just a bunch of notes from Hell. Okay. So let's take it to the top here. I have very few like actionable things that I can do is the problem. Can't stop thinking piss, fall in love. Yeah, you know what? I sympathize with you, Joey. I'm going to do my very best to make sure that that particular thing doesn't get stuck in my head. Oh, Eris, you beat Mina too. Nice. Cool. Hey, Ash. How's it going? That's what that's from. I was like, is that Spy X Family or something else? No, it's a high school host club. Yeah, Emu ROM, like, get started, Doric, because we're gonna I'm gonna need a council for Emu ROM when I finally get around to it, and that's the thing. So get equipped with Emu ROM knowledge. We're all counting on you. Not like fully decided, but like anytime I ask about like ESA or Emu ROM, everybody's like, Emu ROM's real good. So it seems like it's got the Zome stuff, if you know what I mean. You're liking it so far? That's good. My worry with any game like this is that it gets to the point where it's just beyond the scope of my skill, like cognitively or dexterally. And I don't know, La-Mulana 1 and 2 have like pushed it a little bit, but so far it hasn't been a catastrophe. Creature scanning Metrovino. Okay. Okay. So actionable things is CRS lore tablets, and shouting at them. And also, one of the things that I noticed was going through the notes is just sort of like getting a better picture of all the stuff that I kind of knew a bit about, but like reading it over and over and getting a clearer picture of like the Anunnaki came from space. They're the sky people. They came quite early and made all these skulls for each of the, I think, subsequent races. And we're like, these are instructions on how to seal the mother, La-Mulana, and its child, Eglana, I think. Then there's this whole thing about how the mom's consciousness got transferred to the other ruin as the ninth child or something. I don't know. Oh yeah, and then I want to check spatial stuff, which I just mean like we've got this cool Brahma map, and I want to see if like the CRS tablets like have some sort of spatial connection. Like I think they're all actually on the tree side of things, so they're not gonna have like front side, back side stuff like the like we had in La-Mulana 1, but like maybe there's some connections in those second two maps about like front and back. Like I don't know what it would be, but I want to mess with it a little bit. All right, Xbox controller. I feel like the thing that I discovered last time that helps is unplugging you or taking your batteries out and then turning you on again. Will you behave this time? Absolutely not. No? Fine. What if I turn off Bluetooth and then turn it back on again? That seems to have fixed it. What is this? Wolf Among Us. I'm sorry, Wolf Among Us. It's La-Mulana time. Joy 2 key. Oh yeah, is it good? Oh yes, who wants to volunteer to talk to Fornia? Why is this not connecting? I mean, it sort of seems like La-Mulana is not responding to input whatsoever. Did I touch a computer? Yeah, that's my fault. Never touch a computer. Okay, Xbox controller, you're getting disconnected again. There we go. I turned it off and on again. All right. So we're on the very end of page 3. Okay. Do we have full health? 346 doesn't seem like a... That's more like it. 352. A nice, respectable multiple of 16, 32, something like that. Zelped. Nope. I wonder, before we do anything else, has sorry, it just looks suspicious over there. Is there any reason for me to go to Spring in the Sky? Like, I know there's supposed to be DLC there at some point. Hello? Anybody there? Surprise fish. I miss you. Yeah, this doesn't look any... Whoops. This doesn't look any different. Also, I don't like climbing. Okay, so there's nobody here being like, there's been a state change, so I'm not convinced we need to do anything about that just yet. Okay, let's go to the first CRS tablet, which is just below the start in Roots. So we're going to go there. Mr. Gecko, hello. No progress just yet. Just really getting started here. Ow. So, missing. Like, I'm really worried that this is just going to do nothing because it's sort of the only thing that I've got to go on right now. Well. Hi, Nox. Thank you. And Roshkai, hello. Yeah, I don't think we made any progress the past couple of streams, really. Maybe little incidental stuff that we tried. We messed around in Hell a bunch, trying to find other paths, and the state of things there is that I'm pretty sure I found the right solution, right? Partly because it just seems like everything's pointing in that direction. Even subtle things like a pushable column that you would need to do something clever to not have double jump and be able to traverse. And more obvious stuff like the numbering on the glyphs and just like sensible gating and things like that. However, there's just one spot where I can't get through. So, and the second thing is that when I asked, is this like a graph theory puzzle I just need to sort of hash out? The answer was sort of like, no, actually, it's more of a check your notes thing. So I feel like I can't actually do anything there yet. And it's not just like, oh, actually, you do it in reverse order and it just works. Like, I don't think that's it. Or it's like, oh, you start here instead of here and then have it work. I don't think that's the case. I mean, maybe it is. Maybe it is. I don't know. Well, we'll ask eventually if we don't make any progress anytime soon. Okay. goddesses live in the roots of Yggdrasil. 3 goddesses who spin time. The time-spinning goddesses keep the roots of Yggdrasil watered. The spring is forever protected to keep Yggdrasil alive. Oh, 3 goddesses, protectors of Yggdrasil. Don't let the squirrel Ratatoskr get away. No place it visits is to be missing. The foul words of the black dragon Nidhogg, that the water has run out, shall reach Hrolsvulgur in the treetops. Hrolsvulgur. And if we have our mantra, missing, and we shout it, nothing happens. Okay. That was my best. Oopsie daisy. Nope. That was my best guess. You're just going to tell me about the Nemean fur, aren't you? Yeah. Well then. What else was on my list? Instantly running out of options. The skulls instructions. Oh yeah, I mentioned this earlier. The rereading all this stuff, it becomes clear that the Anunnaki left instructions to the various children on how to seal away the mother. So, I mean, like, maybe we can take a look at those. Like, are these are words of, so these are sky people, right? These are not these are not the people that they're delivering the words to. They're the words of them. And they've got these symbols next to them. And the only place that I think I've seen these, hey Kiri, how's it going? The only place that I think we've seen these is in the Blue Tube, which makes sense because Blue Tube was constructed by the Anunnaki. And the fact that there's, 12 of these? Yeah, means that it's not directly related to children or like races, or civilizations, and it's not related to, I mean, maybe it is. Like, would there be one early that is definitely related to, say, the giants? Giants were second children. It would be really early, or the first children, the snake people. This is referring to someone who's puny and dumb and has gathered all of them. So maybe that's talking to me directly. Legless like the serpent, with dumb bodies to match. Be thankful, puny ones. We shall allow you to serve us. Okay, so that sounds like first children. Okay, right, and then they provided chimerification technology. Okay. Right, and then the second children show up. And then the first children become extinct, I guess, or nearly. Yes, our very tower which rules the skies. Is that Nibiru? Those who do not abide shall enter their eternal dirt nap. Okay, this land is ours. Screw the mother. Right, okay, so that's about the transference of consciousness, I guess. The mother being La-Mulana and original child being Egg-Lana, presumably. Okay, yeah, screw the mother. Destroy the mother. That should do the trick for the mother. Winged puny dumbasses, shameless imitations of the mother. Okay, so that's the Olympians, right? Our land is dead, our body decays. Your pathetic copy of the mother. We're slicing that in two. Fulfill our will. For real, you guys, fulfill our will. That land is ours. Your pathetic copy of the mother. Oh, wait. The second children, third children were the Olympians. They're the ones that ended up brain rotting in front of Typhon, right? It was the fifth children who made the Tree of Life. Who did... Oh, yeah, and Typhon loved the Chimera. Yeah, okay, so this is talking about Tiamat, Echidna, and the like. Okay. Puny little dumbasses with your stupid wisdom. Ye jerk-offs, playing with clay dolls. Okay, this is the fifth children, maybe, making the Tree of Life. Our body has decayed. We shall leave only our noble will. What hath become of the six-sided seal? That is the blue tube, I assume. Seal it with the six-sided seal. Then the original child's body and the mother's mind should disappear. Fulfill our will, fulfill our damn will. Okay. So we're still looking for a dissonance, though. Awaken that sleeping, nasty-ass mother. Then make use of our seal, the seal of blood. The seal of blood, the Master Skull mentions. Offer the 12 skulls to their pedestal. Offer them to our decaying carcass, to our stupid, dumbass carcass. I mean, this sounds like it is grander than just culminating in, hey, here's one of the dissonances. Mechanically, that's what we got, but I feel like there's maybe some more information here. Yeah. Well, that was less elucidating than I thought it would be. Yeah, we know all about this. Okay. Guess I don't do the animation anymore. Alcedena, please. I need some tips from beyond the grave. Okay. What else? I had some other ideas, but I don't know if I noted them here. Oh yeah, spatial stuff, maybe. Oh, we could go see Set. Let's do that. I don't think there's been like any major change, like mechanical advancement. So I'm not sure we're actually going to find anything here, but might as well check it out. Oops. That's what I get for being impatient. Stabbed in the ass. Okay, so Set, not good. I'll take a flare though. Hey, Eris. Ba 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 ba. Oh no, you're not just arriving. You were talking about Mina before. Hello, anyway. What is there anything that like I could equip that would make Set talk to me differently? Like, hey, I've got the pyramid crystal. You love that shit, right? No. Similarly, no. No, we're just going to get electrocuted over and over. I'm just trying all the items. We did the rounds in here a little while ago to talk to NPCs, but I'm not convinced that there's anything more here. Nephthys. Maybe Nephthys would be useful though. Where's Nephthys? Down here. So, we just fall all the way down. No. None of this is new. Okay, never mind then. All right. Fake gates. Hell stuff. All right. I think fake gates earn hell dates. Well, I feel like there are a bunch of people in this chat that would love to earn a hell date. But you use dates in different ways, and that's okay. Different word, it just looks the same, right? Okay. Given that we're like surprisingly, you know, like, God, what did I do? Was it just going over the notes for like 40 minutes? Holy smokes. Time flies. Yeah, I'm getting closer and closer to not being ashamed to get more nudges, just as to where I'm supposed to be looking. Got playfully mad. Well, see, there's a double standard, Jemmy. That's all. Yes, I yelled at a tablet. I went and yelled at a tablet a couple of times. Mir, is it a leading question? Is it a leading question? It's probably a leading question. That's what I mean. Why else, right? But yeah, go ahead. Ask me a question. I am here to be questioned. You would not pose it. Okay. Fire it up. If it gets down to that, would you prefer a fix to the hint that was given a few sessions ago such that it still holds true for being the last hint, or would you prefer that we write something completely new regardless? Okay, so my understanding is that Akumatsu, it could very well be that it's identical to the state that we were in last time. Okay, so let me just take a look here. My understanding is that this hint was perhaps like 3/4 baked, and so it's possible that maybe we get a polished version of it. But I'm gonna just assess it out loud a little bit here because I guess it's still in play, I guess. We, the council, stand here today. As the end approaches, we deliver you our final message. 2 paths stretch ahead of you. One leads into a tomb of old, but the second children knew only the mother. The rumors and hearsay you have collected will lead you nowhere. So I think that is related to this. Okay. One path leads to a tomb of old, Sakit's tomb. But the second children knew only the mother. But the giants knew only the mother, and therefore their information is in La-Mulana, maybe. The rumors and hearsay you have collected will lead you nowhere is saying that I did not have that note. I did not have the note from La-Mulana that said that they were aligned with like the secret sect of the moon or whatever. So I think that's what that is. And so the other one is okay. This might be useful, just reassessing this. The other leads to the bottom of hell, where the last guardian awaits. Okay, great. So that's hell, I think. The road there is long and arduous, a road that might not even begin where one imagines. Okay, so I thought maybe that had to do with like which door you take into it, because there's 3 doors that I can think of. There's Blue Tube, there's coming in from Lava Chicken from Icefire. And then there's warping in just like to the checkpoint. I guess there is a second checkpoint, isn't there? Right? Like, if there's a second checkpoint, like maybe I need to do something to access that checkpoint, but like, I don't think even if that were the case, like what we would start here, maybe, and climb up, and you would immediately have access to nothing, really. Yeah, because this is a one-way door. Yeah, so I don't think that's the case. I don't think you come in down here. I think this is maybe a like pre-boss checkpoint, but like that doesn't make any sense. Normally, when we use the unctuals, we get a sort of like implicit save. Anyway, just thinking out loud here. Okay. The road is long and arduous, a road that might not even begin where one imagines. And to tread it, one must challenge their knowledge. All that which is read must be done with care and intent. So I did actually review this afternoon, and when I saw all that which is read must be done with care and intent, it made me think that it's hidden mantra stuff. It's something to do with the Seeress's prophecy. So if I'm going to spend time with this hint, and there is like a refined version of this paragraph, I would take it, right? If you have like a refined draft of this, and you're like, mulligan, let's give you this again, then I think I'm okay with that. You know, maybe run it by the council to be sure, but I think, if there's some amount of consensus there, then I think that'll do just fine. Because I think at this point, I'm not at this point, I don't know if I have checked something off my list that I should not have checked off. I don't know if I've missed an important detail in a map somewhere. Or if it is a matter of messing around in hell a little bit more. Yeah, official. It wasn't popular. Dissent in the council. All right. Well, if consensus cannot be reached, then I'm not sure what to do. I have no power in the council. If consensus can't be reached, then maybe what we do is it's a collection of individuals. Indeed. What we could do is I could just ask. We could do like a 20 questions style thing, right? That might be kind of fun. You know, like, should I be in hell? That's maybe a good first question. I'm not asking it, but maybe that would be a good first question. So one of the things that I did was I thought, is it larger than a bread box? I did a little bit of sciencing before, didn't I, about the order that this needs to happen. The deductive path that I took was, we need to lose all of our items. And in order to lose all of our items, we need to go through 7 things, right? We need to go through 7 doors. And there are only 5 passageways, plus the final door, plus coming in via either the door in Icefire Treetop or the Blue Tube, right? Can you imagine? I mean, Akinator, that style of binary search is astoundingly powerful a lot of the time, but do you think it could come up with a hint for La-Mulana? I don't know. Right, so if we come in via the save point, we don't lose an item, right? And that means by the time we get to the end, we're down, or we still have an item that we're not supposed to have, right? Whoopsie daisy. So that's no good. And one of the things that I experimented with was, hey, can we sort of like do a little dance partway through where we like take one of the secret doors and lose an item that way and come back? But the whole idea of starting early by coming in via the save point is that by the time you get to door number 5, the R over here, you will come out and still have the double jump. And at that point, you've really lost the ability to use doors. You've got this one up here, the downward pointing F, which takes you up here, which is sort of the next one you're supposed to do. And then beyond that, you're locked out again, right? We don't have access to more doors. And we can't get back up into this room to go over there. So it all sort of falls apart at that point, right? Not in this playthrough, that's right. Yeah, we just start getting hints for Maze of Gallius or something. Like, I know what game you're playing. It's like this. It's an exploration ruins action platformer with lots of note-taking, but no gun. Definitely Maze of Gallius. I don't know. Maybe there's a gun in Maze of Gallius. Right. So, because there's no shenanigans that we can do with the secret doors, as far as I can tell, we do in fact need to come in via one of these doors. No, yeah, EmuROM. Only scanning. A scan gun. Gun that shoots knowledge. Right. And we did a little deductive reasoning, and I keep coming back to, nope, you gotta start here, go to here, go from here down to here, go from here to here, I think. And then you've lost the doll outfit, but still have double jump. Go down here, and here you don't have double jump. You get out somehow. You push this in order to get across. Hop, hop. Fergen Gosh Galop. And then you go in here and you can go maybe talk to hell. Nobody knows. So that is such a clean setup that answers the question, but how am I supposed to do this if sometimes the item goes away? Like, all of these things require using the item just before it. And everything works out except for this one bit here. So this is the stumbling block for me right now. And anytime I come back to hell, I'm always going to fall into the same pattern. Every time I see this and I think, oh, well, maybe I offset it by 1. I come out of here. I still have my double jump. What do I do? Well, I can't go down here because I've already used it. I can't get over here because there's no way to get up into this room. And there's no escape doors anywhere else. So I don't think that's it. So, and then I asked, is it a clean cut answer? Is it a graph theory problem, or is it you missed something problem? And there was a little bit of it was unclear what the answer to that was. I don't know. So, you know what I'm tempted to do, actually? Is start doing some map rearrangement. Like, I can, at some point, if I don't know what to do and I need a flash of inspiration somehow, You think it's still clear cut? Okay. So if I remember how I phrased that question, it's that means that it's in your mind, May, there's definitely either you just got to figure out the puzzle in hell where you got to know which order to do the stuff, right? That's one. It's a graph theory problem. Very straightforward. Or there's some other trick, something that I need to do, some detail that I have not yet added to the map or my notes. Or maybe I've added it to the map or my notes, but I haven't identified it as like a part of the jigsaw that is navigating hell. Yeah, because at this point, I feel like there is a puzzle that I would love to solve, but I don't know where it is, you know? Like I imagine me loving to solve Rubik's Cubes. I'm like, great. You're going to love this. It's a really, really great Rubik's Cube that we've hidden somewhere at the bottom of the ocean with no indication as to where it is. So I'm a little lost in that case. And I just, the thing that I want is for someone to point me in the direction of the Rubik's Cube, I think. So we could do map stuff and check the Brahma map, right? The Brahmputer map. The council is working on consensus. Thank you, council. Interesting, May. Okay. Okay. So it's probably not a lore thing. Yeah. Phobos says, perhaps you could first pass through a gate, which would be rendered impassable with a certain item sealed first. Just a thought. Right. So if we wanted to do that, Phobos, we would, let's just move these up here momentarily. Phobos, that would mean arriving here, I think. We'll try it. We'll do it Phobos's way. And going through here. We have now, well, actually, no. Let's start here and not go through the save point because we want to be sure that we have our stuff stripped away. So we don't have a chalice and we go through here and we don't have a grapple, but we still do have a double jump and we have a Gale Fibula. So we can go down here, which takes us up here. So now we don't have our Gale Fibula, but we still have our doll outfit, right? So we could go here, I think. Okay, Mir, thank you. So we... sorry, I lost my train of thought. Okay, so no chalice. Boop, boop, boop. Going through here takes away our grapple. Going through here takes away our dash. Going through here takes away our doll outfit. And so we are able at this point to double jump still, which might actually be required to get up out of here, which is fine and good. But there's no way to enter this because we've already lost our grapple, right? So grapple needs to happen first. Grapple needs to happen first. Other than a hint update. Okay, interesting. Well, let me mess around with this just a little bit. I'm having fun doing pointless graph noodling again. because it's an interesting puzzle that our pal Nuramura has come up with. So, okay, so we say, that's a great idea, Phobos. We love the idea of doing this one first. But much like the double jump being required, this one requires the grapple, right? So if we arrive from, say, here, that's got to be the first one that we do. Okay, so fine. Let's go up there. That's got to be the first one that we do, because the moment, so we lose our chalice there. The moment we go through, we're going to lose our grapple. Now we're here. We're like, okay, fine. Let's just continue. So we're going to go down here, and we lose our dash. Great. And now we're here, and we go up here, and we say, well, we actually need to get back to this side ASAP, because we need to do this before we lose our double jump. Phobos wanted us to do it first, but we couldn't actually. So, sorry, I'm starting to think if there's a way to. No, we can't. There's no fake doors over here to get back over in a different way. So that's fine. Okay. So we do this. We come over here, and then we like, okay, the double jump needs to happen next. So let's say we do this. Go over here. Lose Clay Doll, right? So we don't have Clay Doll anymore, but that's fine. We can go from here to, well, what's our next option? We got to go. We've used up the other doors, so the only other one that we could do is this one. And we can get up there, no problem. And we'll do this, 5. We'll lose our double jump now. So now we're up here and we have no double jump. Great, now what? Well, none of these doors actually let us leave. So we're here, we've still got our double jump, but we, and if we go through this door, theoretically we'd lose our box push, but we've lost one of the jumps because we didn't do this when we could, and that requires, whichever direction you go, it's going to require the doll outfit, and we lost that when we came back over here instead of taking this path. So, like, I'm pretty sure we have it locked in. Like, it's just, it is arranged in such a way that this is the correct solution, unless I'm missing something. Like, maybe there's some other configuration. Maybe there's some extremely clever thing that could be done with the secret doors. But it kind of seems like this is just how it's got to go. You know? It kind of seems this is just how it's got to go. Okay. So there's that. So I wonder. Let me just think. I mean, this is another fun exercise. Let me think here. How would I arrange my own Akinator binary search thing? Should I be in hell? If I should be in hell, is it a graph theory puzzle? Or I guess if I was to have, what puzzle would I put here? I feel like that mentality has poisoned my brain quite a bit in doing La-Mulana stuff. So yeah, it's should I be in hell? If it's yes, then do I have all the info on the map? Yes. Is it a graph theory or like a graph traversal problem. Okay. I don't know what to do in that case. No. Where to check? And maybe that could be turned into a binary search as well. I don't know. Should I be in hell? No. Hey, Salty. Thank you. Should I be in notes? So if I'm not... Okay, then... I guess where also... And if it's not a graph theory problem, if I have all the information on my map and it's not a graph theory problem, then yeah, I'm really curious as to what that would be. Because that means that there's something here that I have on the map that is not about doing the doors in the right order. Or like entering via the right spot. So, I don't know. Okay, the question I have for you, Council, I'm going to take a break real quick, but the question that I have for you is, should we play yes, no with this graph over there on the left, which I'll leave up, or a clue from the Council? So, really, it's really more like this. We're starting here. We're either going to take whatever clue you have in store, or we're going to play this yes or no question thing, and we're going to maybe narrow it down just a little bit. And when we get to one of these where segments, then maybe I'll ask front side, back side, something like that. I don't know. Or actually, I've got this sort of hanging around. Or you can just tell me one of these, you know, let me cook, give me a Zome to read, a Zome to bumble in, or I guess Qtint is this already. We'll take that out. Ooh, good question. I hope that everybody would be able to, everybody that considers themselves a knower would be like able to provide the same answer and it would be consistent. Otherwise, who knows? Anyway, I'm going to take a little pee break and I'll be back in 2 shakes. It is likely we will be eaten by a grue. West of house. Open mailbox. Okay. Just scanning this. I see a couple of counselors maybe suggesting that the binary search Akinator game is a bad idea and that maybe we should fill in clue. And voting against the yes no means, I think, this is me reading into it, is that it doesn't have a clean, useful answer. Lean clue, Eris also lean clue. All right, that sounds good enough to me. Sounds like the council has something ready. So I'm interested to find out what it is. Sometimes they sock it right into my brain and I know exactly what to do. And sometimes it doesn't. And I got to cook on it for a little while. The council has a question for me. Okay. A leading question then. Yes, I would like your question, council. Please. Feed my brain. I really hope that this puts me on the right track. What's the reward for beating up Hresvelger? I don't know. Do you know? I should know. That's not a hint, Lily. That's an indictment of my ability to parse stuff. I guess we'll check the notes. And I think I need to check the original notes. Okay. All right, so the foul words, the black dragon, Nidhogg, blah, blah, blah. Got it. Okay. The path of blood leads to the underworld. A dangerous pitfall at the bottom of the maw waits Hresvelger, devourer of corpses. I mean, maybe this is the boss. Oh, you can't see the notes here, can you? Boop. There we go. Maybe Hresvelger is the boss that has the dissonance. Perhaps. Okay. The immortal giant who takes the form of an eagle. His soul departed from his body wanders Yggdrasil. Unless his soul can be turned to a body immortal, he shall remain. Okay. Thank you, Mir. Yes, thank you, Council. This is fine. Okay. Okay, yeah, you know what? This sigil belonging to Hresvelger is relevant and important. Okay. And that's kind of all we get. Like, unless I misspelled it somewhere. There is, I think, a note I don't have, which is the scannable image of Hresvelger. I mean, maybe it's this door. This door opening might be it. An eagle wanders Yggdrasil. An eagle. Is any one of these an eagle? No. This is like a dragon. That's hugging and mugging. That's a different dragon. that's a kind of a guy. I mean, maybe that's an eagle, but I'm pretty sure that's the beast's maw, or the dragon's neck in a beast's maw or something. So I don't think it's that. This is not an eagle either. I mean, maybe? Okay. Back to the notes. And there's a sigil. And I think the ones that we have noted in particular as being Horusvilgar ones are this. I'll circle them like this. This. And I think there's another one somewhere, isn't there? Could have sworn. Oh, here. I just have it. It's covered up by a line. Okay. I think that's all of them. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess we can get rid of this. Okay, well, I'm going to quickly refresh my memory and refresh my Xbox controller. You can do it, buddy. I believe in you. Yay! By going, I think that this is our best bet here. Yeah, what did it say? There was something sort of juicy. We'll find out. Hip hop. Oop, going the wrong way. Yeah, they're real good. Can we make a La-Mulana fan game where it's you just get to hang out with all these little guys? I think that would be great. I know nothing about EmuROM. It was news to me when somebody said that it was like a Pokemon Snap-like or whatever. Bwep, bwep. Okay, so this is Fallanda Forad, where we fall and Forad. There's nothing to scan here. Okay. A stone statue of a monster created to monitor Eglana. Though it appears to be made of stone, it's said that in reality it is actually alive, albeit simply sleeping, while Horusvilgar is projecting himself elsewhere. You're sleeping, huh? Let's take this down. Just because at some point I'll be like, wait, let's go back again. Yeah, I think we thankfully, when I went through and I purged all my stuff, all the relevant stuff about Hresvelgr is still here. Okay, so this is in Hell. Okay. Projecting himself elsewhere. And there's no extra information there, no. Oh, is this like an arm with a scythe? Is that what this symbol is? I've never really been able to parse what this is, but I think it's like a hand holding a scythe. Like if you look at it there. Like death, like a skeletal hand sort of thing. I think that's what that is. Doing a cool pose. Okay. So the question that I was posed was not, yo, what do you know about Hresvelgr? It was, what's the reward for beating up Hresvelgr? That was it. It was beating up, wasn't it? What's the reward for beating up Hresvelgr? And yeah, thank you. And Lily, you said I should know this. Is it the eyes? Like, that's a thing that protects and monitors Eglana. And it's like the eyes being in a bunch of different places, maybe? I feel like you would have a lot more eyes in your iconography if that were the case. We've tried yelling moon at you, right? That's not... Despite all the moons, you don't care about moon. Yes, the iconography. So you're projecting yourself elsewhere. So you're alive. I have to beat you up. And I can't attack you. No. There does kind of appear to be a little thing up at the top there. I wonder what that is. Whip, whip. Oh no, it's just the bottom of this. Okay. Where might you be projecting yourself? Where is there a... See, you look like what is it? Brack from Space Ghost. You don't look like an eagle at all. Where is there an eagle in this video game? It's projecting itself It looks like an eagle. Or Zorak? Is that what it, yeah. Maybe that's what it is. I don't have deep catalog with that. It's a Zorak. Yeah, okay. So where are there eagles or an eagle in Eglana? Yeah, Zorak is the guy. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I just got the names mixed up. So, and you're monitoring Eglana. So you're not in La-Mulana. That shouldn't a mouse be more scared? I ain't afraid of nothing. I could take him. An eagle. Nidhogg is not an eagle. Uwu Rock is not an eagle. Anufen is not an eagle. Eagle, eagle-eyed. So the question was, what is the reward? And so I'm trying to think of what are the blanks that we have, right? We have a sub-weapon blank, which is a little bit surprising. Maybe this is like you can buy the buckler, and so you can have the buckler as well as the better shield. Maybe that's what that is. And like the angel shield replaces the silver shield, but not necessarily the buckler. Maybe. It could be that it is some fancy super sigil, right? Maybe that's what that is. I certainly hope it's not garb. Now, it could be an equipable item. One of them, like this one here, is probably the Nemean fur, right? Unless it is categorized as a garb, the last item I'm missing is probably the Nemean fur, which is some sort of passive damage reduction thing. So, like, probably not that, because we're hoping for progress, right? It's possible that the quote-unquote reward for defeating Hrusvelger is the end of everything, the awakening of Heimdall and the coming of the end times, and all that jazz that everybody seems to be so excited about all the time. So that could be it. Or it's a fucking Ankh Jewel. No, it's not. We've got one. We've got one left over. We can take on whoever it is we need to take on. Typically, the deployment of an Ankh to be activated by an Ankh Jewel happens by talking to an NPC. And I feel like we've talked to plenty of NPCs, right? I don't think that there's just an NPC that we just failed to talk to. Like we talked to Anubis and Osiris, got the lights. I mean, we could go back there, be like, yo, what's up? We did the thing. Nettie, I think, just tells us the same old jazz. Tongue Jewel. New tongue jewelry. Work the rest out yourself. Well, I'm sorry, Nettie. I'm getting help from some friends. Oh boy, wait, is there? No, I'm looking for Anubis. Yep, I did. Is that your fate now, Anubis? You used to be so cool. Yeah, okay. So nothing there. Nobody's activating anything here. These fixtures on the wall, They're not eagles. What is the reward? My best guess is actually it's the dissonance, but I had it so solidly in my head that Hell, the boss, was the one that was like just saturated with hatred, and so would be the one that had the dissonance. In the treetops. In the treetops. Do we need to go to Icefire? Is that the reward? Maybe there's something in Icefire. Oh boy. The Devourer of Corpses. Okay. So devours corpses, I guess. And he's immortal. So I need to return his soul to his body and then fight him, maybe? Is there anything in Icefire that, like, stands out as fishy? I mean, you're not an eagle, are you? You're just a cute little guy. There's these two. Maybe we'll spend some time in Icefire. Oh, right, we can't warp. Doi. Well, we didn't. Neil, you are the devourer of corpses. Ooh, butter chicken. Nice. That sounds nice. Okay. What are we doing? Icefire. You know what we can do while we're here? We can get our time juice. It's over here, isn't it? To these little guys. Ow. Okay, that works out. Yeah, nothing down here, right? Vedrofulnir. Okay, so nothing. You don't count. You're not an eagle. What about the other side? Great bird nest. I mean, does sort of seem like it's related. Easy Puff. I've been asked whether or not I know what I'm asked, what is the reward for defeating Hrusvelger? Yes. And I'm just sort of rolling that around my little mindy mind. You got a rice cooker there, Egrets? Beep, 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 beep. Down and over. It's a great bird nest. Great bird nest you got here. Yeah, same, Lily. I've got the Neuro Fuzzy. I don't know if that's the standard one or not, but it's good. Sings a little song. Da na 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 na. You know the one. Ooh. Yeah, we've been keeping an eye out for a secondhand instant pot for those reasons. Stone statue of a giant bird. Are you Hrusvelger? Do you love the moon? No? Didn't think so. Okay, I don't think I can think of any other places. Let's look at some names. Harp Corridor, Altar of Life, Muspelheim, Surtur's Room, Surtur's Antechamber. Because I don't actually know what the entrance room is called. Niflheim, Ice Tree Top, Gyal Brew, Inferno Shrine, Elevagar, Frozen Moon Treetop. Frozen Moon Treetop. I wonder if you gotta say moon over there or something. Treetop Antechamber, Ice Treetop, Fire Treetop, Underworld Gate. I mean, that wasn't the eagle. That was Vidofnir. That's a different guy. Inferno Shrine. I mean, yeah, Frozen Moon Treetop. Moon. Nothing. Can I even... I've got the anchor turned on, right? Yeah. I guess it's just not allowed. Yeah. Moon. What? Unrelated secrets? What? Money! Chakram and money. Okay, well, good for us. Mapping! It all is not for naught. We found something. How many Chakram do we have now? I feel like we bought a bunch, so 9. I don't know. What is it? There's supposed to be 12 total, something like that. Any more secrets? None more secrets. Beep, beep, beep. It's no bwep bwep, let me tell you. Okay, well, why did I come here? It's because... Let's read the rest of this. Don't let the squirrel... Ratatasker get away. No place it visits is to be missing. I think that's just an awkward way of getting the missing mantra word in there. The foul words of the black dragon Nidhogg, that the water has run out, shall reach Hraesvelgr in the treetops. Okay. What goes bwep bwep? Poison lava? No. Health drain? Curry stank? Yeah, dee is frigid. Combustible gas? Yeah. Combustible goose? So... So it's not like Hraesvelgr and Ratatasker are not the same thing. These are different. It's not some trick where it's like, I'm projecting myself. I was an illusion this whole time. I'm actually the laser squirrel. Comestible? I assumed that it was before, like, or rather, it is uneaten curry, or maybe it's coming out of his pores. I mean, I kind of want to just like check out some of the rooms to see if there's any obvious, whoopsie daisy, any obvious eagles. It's not this one. And what are you down there? You are a hot spring for temperature protection, right? I haven't seen any of these sneaky messages But I worry now that if I look at chat and I see something, I'm going to be like, is this a hidden secret? Yes, we've heard all of this. Whee! 3 hit points. Let's go heal up. That's all we need. It's 1 HP. Let's maybe go from the other side. None of these have anything to do with eagles, right? Remember when we didn't have double jump? Beef! No eagles down here, huh? Now that we've got this, can we easily just scan this guy? You didn't even have anything. I've also been bothered by this. Like, what does it mean to go tink tink in this day and age when we have all the things? I didn't need to kill you, Bat. I'm sorry. Okay. It was you have to bomb it. And there's nothing up there? Okay. Maybe we found this before and I just didn't write it down. I actually don't know how best to do that. Like, was there something there? Sometime prior. Oh, okay. Should be money. Yeah, I think so. It doesn't need to be bombs, I assume? Just like Mario 2. You love abandoning my desires? Oops. Gaze upon that foot. Gaze upon my feet, ye mighty, and despair. Yep. Tell you what this reminds me of. This reminds me of Not an Eagle. Are you Ymir? Ymir, you. Sweet damage boost. Oh, that's a Kickstarter. Okay, right. Nothing here. Inferno Shrine. We fought a boss here. Elevator. I am unconvinced, Icefire Treetop, that you contain eagles. I guess we didn't check up in Surtur's room. Also the main room over there. We should maybe check that too. Bye, fairy. You guys aren't eagles, right? No. Okay. Didn't think so. No eagles here. Ooh. Gaps Chasm. Fill this in a little bit. Whoop. There we go. Okay, we already have that tablet down there taken care of. Are you eagles? Do we have a An ice fire treetop eagle looking guy. Vampires, young girl, Jotun. You're a hawk. A rooster monster. Mino the bomb guy. No, they were now we're in Divine Fortress. Those are ravens. You're a goddess of destruction. You're a goddess of war. You're another goddess of war. You're in the form of a crow. You're a jaguar with man-made wings. Okay, so not an eagle. Baylor is a beep boop robot. Fenrir. Gerd. Thymir. You're not one. You're not one. You're not one. You're not one. A bird. Okay. Head of a falcon. Beep boop. No, I think that's all of them. You know what? I'm actually going to take another short little break. And we'll be back in a little bit. And we'll keep searching. We're going to find it. I know we will. There's got to be an eagle somewhere. There's all kinds of birds. One of them's got to be an eagle. See you in just a little bit. catching up here. Council in flames or sipping chilled drinks. All right. I had a thought, which is that I searched for Resvilger, and it doesn't actually show up in my notes that many times. But one of the things that's here is the sigil. And the sigil, I think, is, well, there's blank ones, and then there's the Resvilger sigil gates. And some of those are called false gates. So I want to see if false tablet, false gate. Yeah, okay. This is the full notes doc. Okay. What are we listening to here anyway? This is some Kirkhope shit. No, it's Smash Brothers. Okay. Beast that dwells beyond the false gate. Okay. So that actually lends credence to the idea that Resvelger's gates are false gates, because on the other side of them is where we fought the doppelganger. Okay, so that's the only false gate. Fake gate? Yeah, okay. Past the gates, there's a deep valley. Fake gate, hidden gates. Okay. All of this has led me think. Hey, Ms. Roy. All of this has led me to believe that perhaps we should be paying more attention to the false gates. I'm sorry, I can't take this. Anyway, the song's almost over. It's fine. What if we went to hell and investigated some of these gates? Ooh, Rouge Guy, good idea. So this, for instance, that's the sigil of Resvilger. And if we just go into this, we go to Blajagapul or whatever, right? Yeah, with some combustible goose. Okay, I thought maybe there would be something where like you go through one of these gates and it ejects you out of hell, and maybe the locations that ejects you to, like there's one in Takamagahara, there's one on the surface, there's one in Icefire. Like maybe those are significant locations somehow. I don't think so. I think they're just random ejection locations, because one of them is Niflheim. One of them is, I think it's down here, Imano Iwato. And then one's on the surface, which is enough of an outlier that it's like, whatever, like that. Clearly there's nothing significant about these locations, because they're all like, one of them is in a totally different like land, you know, metazome. So maybe they're not significant. Do I have my chalice. Yeah, I stole my chalice. Okay. This is a fun question. If I take this off midair, do I have my double jump? Nope. In fact, hooray! Wait, what? Okay, there we go. Let's go back here. Wait, no, that's where I was. Whoops. I thought there was a safe place to do this. I guess not. So maybe the reward is that these doors take me somewhere more interesting? Oh, right. Dragon War. We will accept both answers. Glove of Power. Now you'd think that would mean that we'd have to push something, but that is simply not the case. Hooray! Hell, what's up? Help me out here. All right, Nene, thanks. Yeah, it's a little abstracted, isn't it? Worse. There's the melody, I think. Maybe this is the reward, is it opens up this bit off to the right here. And we can go down and talk to that save point or something. You're not eagles, you're dragons. Yeah, take care, Nene. Consume me! Hooray! Okay. Where else is there an eagle? Let's take a look. Let's look at our little mappy map and see if we can scan for an eagle. Now, it's an eagle that looks over La-Mulana. So it's somewhere in the main zone, not in La-Mulana. I feel like there was some eagle iconography in Roots, maybe? Maybe I'm thinking of Divine Fortress, but that's probably just the crows. I wonder if there's a... Let's see. Yeah. Vedvolf near. A small eagle perched up the head of a large counterpart. Immortal giant takes the form of an eagle. Well, that's it then. Those are the eagles we know about. This was an immortal eagle. That's the only reference to Vedvolnir, who was a hawk. No references to hawks. So, I mean, that room seems important. Maybe. Oops. Yeah, they put a bird on the bird. Oh, hush. Some bombs. We got some bombs. Nothing to scan down here. No. I mean, this is the only immortal eagle that I've ever seen. Oh, this is it isn't even poison lava. It's just normal everyday magma. Kids these days. Am I forgetting some nouns? What am I supposed to be doing? I can scan. I can shout. I mean, plenty of other things, but nothing really leaps to mind as like being relevant. I can attack things. Oh yeah, we're done with verbs. We just need to we just need to on top of. We just need to beside. Oh, I'm declension, all right. Any of you guys seen any eagles around? No, you got nothing for me. Zabalba. I love the way his pod racer sounded. It's nothing in here. You're not eagles. The little barfing mouth's got nothing. On the same page, Xevious. Or maybe you're talking about Ryuk's Pokemon joke. Nothing here. I don't see any eagles here. Hush you. Are they always orange, these little things? Wow, these guys suck so much. Surely there must be something good here. Okay, let me just check. That is definitely a yellowish orange. These are also yellowish orange. Okay, so never mind. They're not, that's not special in any way. The room that kills me. Yep. Which is saying something in a place like this. Yep. Up we go. Oh, nope. Just kill me. Orphis Flow, we are trying to figure out how to navigate hell. We have a path laid out, but we have not found or defeated Hrassvilger. Curse bit Q. No curse words uttered tally. Nor is there a death tally, I don't think, but we can certainly see how long we've been playing for 207 hours. And a lot of that has been mapping. Okay, so I don't think we need to actually mess with anything down there. Road to destruction. No eagles here. You're not an eagle. That's Raspuger's sigil. Which is, I think, exactly that. Well, here's what I'm thinking. This is going to dump me in, yeah. Blagyandabol. Right. Yes. Got it. Thank you. So, you are elsewhere. Fine. And you take the form of a giant eagle. Fine. Where might you be? Let's keep looking. The thing is, I'm imagining a living eagle. You're not an eagle, right? Neckbat doesn't seem like a world-ending harbinger of destruction. And so maybe it's a background thing? Like it's not an active living creature? Because that's a griffin. Varuna, god of death and terminus, guards the west. It's nothing. Shiva is not an eagle. Divine Fortress bird iconography is crows. Yeah. Where is she? Hooray! Whee! There's birds here, but Anu is taken care of and isn't an eagle. These do have wings. Erd has wings. Maybe that's related. At the very least, maybe we should be checking out roots at some point. Hey y'all, thank you. Enjoy dinner. Oh, I can't get over this way, can we? I have to double jump over. Oh, yeah, I have no idea. I don't know enough about birds or Egyptian mythology to be able to answer that smartly, I think. Hooray! The one constant is ice fire. No, you don't even have wings. You're definitely not an eagle. We've been over here in a long time. What happens when we pick up this thing? Oh, wait. I didn't like that. Kind of looks like there's something glowing behind it. Oh, it's just a torch. Okay. No eagles here. Normally it's a one-shot, but you see, I'm just very good at La-Mulana. An eagle. Come now. No eagles here. Any eagles here? No, I think we spent some time noodling around here. We didn't see any. There are some, like, wing motifs in the background, but that does not an eagle make. Just doing some cursory eagle scanning. Spirit Palace. Forgot about that. No eagles here. Oh, there are some winged guys, though. But I don't think they're eagles. Are you eagles? Yeah. Weren't there some eagles over here or something? No. You're the person who just said, hey, I locked myself behind some dirt, right? Sort of wandering in circles here. I don't see any eagles. Frost giants? No. Eagles don't like the cold. Looking for an area that maybe suggests eagle. I mean, we tried Great Bird Nest, but no luck. I mean, I gravitate back towards this because it's like we're looking for an eagle, and it says that they're an ice fire, and here's a great bird nest. But I mean, was it a background element? Did we try whacking it? I don't know. I feel like I'm being subtly influenced by people mentioning that everyone's exercising extreme patience, because that makes me think that we've had near misses or something like that. Yeah, you can't attack it. It can gaze upon it, look at its feet. Smooth as an egg. No thanks. I've got my own egg. Yeah, but are you the devourer of corpses? I'm going to say no. Just looking to see if there's anything here. Don't see anything. Oh, me missing the Marduk. Oops. Oh, I forgot that if you attack, you fall through. Alvis, help. A Snoopy. What's that? That's in the background. It's a sort of eagle-like shape. Any eagles here? If you're supposed to be watching over La-Mulana or Egg-Lana from here, you're doing a bad job. I like that, Ellie. Okay, I'm going to ask an explicit question because I'm pretty sure the answer is yes, but I want to make sure I'm not wasting my time. Am I looking for an eagle? Is the question I am asking. Am I looking for an eagle? Is there an eagle somewhere that I'm supposed to be finding? No, I'm not supposed... Okay. La-Mulana, you did me dirty. Did I miss something? The immortal giant who takes the form of an eagle. His soul, departed from his body, wanders Yggdrasil. Okay. What part of the hint said look for an eagle? Nothing. It says I like Hrusvelgur. I need, but what's my reward for beating up Hrusvelgur? I don't know, but that implies that I do need to beat him up, right? Beating him up involves bringing his hit points to 0, a thing that cannot be done if you're immortal. So his soul needs to be returned to his body. All right, his soul, where is it? It's departed from his body and it wanders Yggdrasil. So somewhere in Yggdrasil is a soul. What is Hrusvelgur? An immortal giant who takes the form of an eagle. So that's why I'm looking for an eagle. Okay, so if I'm not looking for an eagle, I'm looking for a spirit. I'm looking for a spirit. Spirits are perhaps the same as ghosts in this game, and ghosts are things that I used to take damage from and don't anymore, like if I have the crucifix. Ghost type enemies. I mean, I could look through each and every entry in the glossary or in the bestiary and see if I can find something that suggests that it is a ghost or a spirit. A spirit. Spirit? His soul. This part of his body. Okay, so soul. Soul gate. So the bosses have souls. Maybe. Okay. So there's an answer to the question, what's the benefit, is if it's a boss, if it's a capital G guardian, I thought Hell was the guardian, but if Hrusvelgur is the guardian, then what I get is access to the boat. and the boat maybe, what is it? Heart of a child, something like that. So maybe that's the answer to the question is I get a spirit. Perhaps. Boat. The souls of warriors gather in Valhalla. You can bury your soul within an ankh. That's what the trickster of Yggdrasil did. Dissonance is released by the guardian souls. So yeah, this, I wonder what this symbol is all about. Have we seen this somewhere before? This sort of twisty business. I don't know, folks. I mean, okay. It says wanders Yggdrasil, which means it's not Eglana. It's the tree. Right, it's these four areas: Roots, Anufen, Immortal Battlefield, and Icefire. I would say that that's the laser squirrel, but the laser squirrel has been in other places as well. I mean, I can do another circuit, but like if I'm not looking for an eagle, what am I looking for? Heimdall, notably not wandering, very stationary. The trickster definitely wandered, but it only wandered, I think, in Anufen. Dad and Grandpa have been wandering around, but they've been going all over the place. Okay. Next question. Am I looking for something in Roots, Anufen, Immortal Battlefield, or Icefire Treetop? That's a Boolean or. Yeah, okay. I'm looking for something in Roots, Anufen, Immortal Battlefield, or Icefire Treetop. Worse refuses to answer. All right, well, take it from the top, I guess. We're looking for something that wanders and is maybe a spirit of some kind. You don't think it's a yes, strictly speaking? The heck is this video game? Who left? Sigan? I forget what happened to Sigan. It's a puzzle game. Somewhere in this game there is still a puzzle. And at this point, the density of game to puzzle is such that there's very little puzzle left. Hey, Skipper. How you doing? I'm your density. A thing that is in Roots, Anufen, Immortal Battlefield, and Icefire Treetop are the Cirrus tablets. But they're not really wandering around. They're just in particular spots. And I don't think we've been presented with an action that we would want to do to them. This isn't a matter of turning off translation, is it? No, I don't think that's a thing in this game where you turn off being able to translate. I'm the thing that wanders around Yggdrasil. We've been down there. I'm definitely, well, I'm not lost in La-Mulana or Eglana because I've got a map. But I am lost in that I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. That's for sure. Lost. Perhaps I am lost as in lost cause. We can't bomb these, can we? No. Freya, help! There's that symbol again. The spirals. So, yeah, Heimdall's door. I mean, maybe that's what it is. It looks like that's Heimdall blowing a horn. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, I'm inclined to believe that there is some revelation that needs to happen. It's not just a matter of wandering around and hoping for the best, you know. It's got to be some sort of synthesis of facts somehow, you know. Putting two and two together. Well, I pared down my notes, and maybe what I should do is like post my MD file to be like, listen, have I pared this down too much? Am I missing the business that I need? That's a mimic, right? Pretty sure that's a mimic. Beast's jaw was pretty good. Oh, damage boosted me up. Heimdall, where are you, buddy? You down here? I haven't been over in this room in a long time. Do the doors always sparkle like that? Yeah, I'll take that as a win. No matter what else happens. Yes, Fornia. There's a YouTube channel called Cartography Zone that I think is linked in on this Twitch page. Heimdall! How you doing? I heard a thing about a red star, a horn, something like that. Tell me, Heimdall, what's your deal? He will demonstrate his power when and only when the end begins. Well, listen. We've got this. End. Nope. Insufficient. This is Blue Tube territory up here, right? But it's not doing anything. There's a very conspicuous gap in the ceiling here, which I think I have noted and have had noted for a while. But like, why? Why is that there? You know, it's not like there's a hidden ladder or anything here. I don't even think we can get into that. It's probably some late game escape or something like that. We've got. Are you a main character, Heimdall, or are you in a Newfen? Okay. You do stand up. You gotta. I found photographic evidence of you standing up. Here's a silly question: is Hresvelger? We do have the Nintendo tape. Somewhere here. There we go. A gigantic monster. Okay. That takes the form of an eagle. Apparently not. Watcher of Eglana. Hresvelger sees through the eyes of its other... Oh, it is! Oh, okay. And is actually in hibernation. Okay. We get a seal. Oh, interesting. But we haven't seen Ratatoskr in a while. Okay. What about... Do we have an entry for... for the laser squirrel? There we go. A monster that resembles a huge squirrel. It seems to have lived in Eglana since ancient times and is thought to have originated there. Ratatoskr will appear in various places, but its true form lies dormant in another part of Eglana. Great, back to square one. Limited when it is physically further away from its true form. Where have we seen this guy? We've seen this guy in Eglana, in Icefire, in Hell. I mean, at this point, we're just back to looking for something that we don't know what it is. I mean, we could go back here, but we've been there recently and nothing changed. Is there a rhyme or reason to the locations? Like maybe I should be noting where we have seen them to see if there's a pattern of some kind. That's not going to do. Nothing here, I don't think. What was the thing that was outside? It was there. It was a mantra that was outside of Eglana. I wonder if there's a relationship between the points of where you get the mantras or something. One there. Did we fight it down here? Let's turn off the to-do layer here for a second. I don't think so. But we did in Icefire. And, okay, so this was a yoink. So we came in and we watched it steal something. Maybe the skull. Okay. Don't think we encountered one in Chaos, did we? No. And nothing in Valhalla. Nothing here. Don't think there was anything in Gate of the Dead. Certainly not in Hall of Malice, right? That's got its fair share. And this is actually not this is not Ratatotusker, right? Ratotusker. That was something else. That was a different laser squirrel. That was Baelor. Was that it? Is that all of them, maybe? Wasn't in space. So there's been 4 encounters then. Each in... there's this one, yeah. So... accepting the ones in La-Mulana and the one in Hell, there have been 3 encounters in Yggdrasil proper, which means an Anufan is missing one. Is there anything related to the names of the rooms? Skull's Root? No, I don't think they have Pit of Time. Okay, like like, this is interesting, but it's still not a puzzle. At least I haven't seen the bits that make it a puzzle, because I'm just trying to figure out how to predict where the rat shows up. So there aren't backsides to the tree. There's no, like, the tree is symmetrical, which is good, but there's nothing to suggest a special location on either side. Like here, we first encountered it opposite the save point. Here, opposite just a room. So that it's nothing to do with that. I mean, this seems to suggest that there's something in Anufan, but like we've been through there and it's not clear how we would activate it. Like it's only ever been walking into a room that has made the boss appear. I mean, it's not any action on our part aside from just being in the same place. Well, let's see if there's any other notes. Okay, so the CRS's prophecy mentions it. Don't let the squirrel get away. Before heading to the treetop, okay. Trace the illusion's path and seal it. Trace the illusion's path and seal it. Okay, so we could go to these different locations, but what would we do there? Like, there's not. We started here. But there's no way to, like, make your way from here directly into... Okay, so let's say we wanted to trace the path. We start here, we take the path up, go through to here, we go through the doorway, we end up here, I guess, and then... What did you do? After you went through... Okay. Nods on the roots before heading to the treetop. So, like, then go to Icefire. And... From Icefire, what do you do next? Its true body lies in the underworld. Yes, we know. We've got to trace the illusion. I mean, that's kind of all I have. Like, if there was something that I could do that was specific to the squirrel, like going to each of these locations and shouting something in particular, there's something that maybe suggests that, like the prophecy. I don't think it's in this game's style to expect you to remember where you fought the squirrel boss. That doesn't seem right. But to trace its path. What does it mean? Yeah. What does it mean to trace its path? Like the only thing that I can think of is to follow it from place to place. But again, that sort of demands that you remembered that, which we only know because I wrote it down. It is very strange that there isn't one in a Newfound. Did I miss it? Is there a boss arena here that we would have encountered a giant squirrel? I guess not. Okay. Well, I don't know. Am I on the right track? I don't know. Believe. Thank you, Joey. Its strength is limited when it is physically further away from its true form. That would be interesting information if we were able to assess how hard each of these fights were and triangulate its actual position. But we kind of don't care about its actual position. We're trying to retrace its path to undo the illusion. I mean, maybe this is already done. Maybe we did retrace its path and it's saying like, follow the squirrel and murder it. And then that leads you to hell. And in hell, congratulations, you found it. And that was its true form and you killed it there. Well, yeah, what it's playing right now. Oops. Whatever this is, xenophobe. Yeah. So sleepy. Start these streams so fired up. I run out of steam. Yeah, they got a few different channels, I guess you call it. Thanks, worse. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I don't know. Like at this point, I'm just going through the motions. I don't think I'll have any grand revelations here because I think it would have to fall into my lap at this point because the motions are searching for terms like squirrel, or Ratatasker. The true body will awaken. Yeah. Oh, you're a servant as well. Colossal black dragon, oddly manufactured appearance, dwells at the roots, communicates the state of the roots to Ratatasker, servant of Hraesvelgr, who resides at La-Mulana's treetops. Okay. And where did we find Hraesvelgr? Okay, so I don't think we've sealed up the squirrel. Really cool. I haven't seen that in a long time. I remember it being pretty neat, but I don't remember much more than that. Can I search via string the glossary? Don't think I'm allowed to do that. I've heard it pronounced Fooly Cooly. Maybe that's incorrect. These ones are green. I wonder what that's about. Heimdall. Peace out. Well, let's save. Back to page 1. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. This was a I'm not gonna lie, a deeply unsatisfying session, because my first thought and all subsequent thoughts turned out to be dead ends, and even the small breakthrough of realizing that these two mid bosses are related leaves me still unclear as to what we're supposed to be doing. So, like, I guess read through every entry in the glossary maybe is the next step. I'm not sure. Good stream though. Okay, I'm glad. I believe in you. Worse, I'm glad. Mid-boss. Oh, hehe. Slightly important message. Short message. All right. Slightly important message. Yeah, you know, that's something Edison, 1,000 things that didn't work. Oh, don't look at the clips today. Oh, okay. Well, meta knowledge then leads me to believe one of two things. Either I was like walking right up to the thing and being like, doot, 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 time to execute the button press that will advance the game. Actually, let's warp away. Or, much like happened in La-Mulana 1 when I was looking for the warp ROM, I'm like, surely it's got to be around here somewhere. Or actually, I guess that's the first one thing. The other thing might be, wouldn't it be cool if ... And it's a thing that's true. Anyway, I will not look at clips. Thank you for the heads up. Well, I'm glad that you're having a good time. Is Oth back? Oth is back. What's Oth doing? Playing some Superior Mario, it would seem. Puzzles. All right. Take care, everybody. Hopefully, on Thursday, we'll get some of that sweet, sweet progress. But in the meantime, I hope you have a productive week. A productive and calm week. That's what I hope for. That's what I always hope for. Take care. And we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.